I'm the champ. I give you the shot.
York Hall, Channel 5, it's going to be a night you do not want to miss.
To show the people that it's my time. And still.
Thomas Essomba,
Yes.
big European title night is confirmed against Charlie Edwards. Loads of narratives, but let's start with you first, the champ. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm very good, to be honest. I'm enjoying the moment. So I'm enjoying the moment since the news came out. I'm really enjoying it. I'm excited.
Talk to me about this fight and why it excites you.
Yeah, you know, is we all when you're doing this game, since I'm doing the boxing, I always dream to have a big fight. You know, always wish to fight the best. You know, I'm kind of person I like to challenge myself. When I'm in a division, I would like to take the best. I have a spirit to challenge people, you know, because I think boxing, that means boxing, you know, if you think you're good, you need to fight people, they think they are good than you. So that's, for me, fight Charlie, which is a former world champion. I think is more excited. You know, if I fight someone who have that level, my dream is to become a world champion. I'm a European champion now, that's good, but I want to see, I think it's the right time for me to see if I deserve, because I think if I beat Charlie, if the world will know that I deserve to be a world champion.
I was actually a fan of Thomas for a long time. I was a volunteer at the Olympics, sorry Paddy, when I fought Thomas beat Paddy Barnes, very close fight. I was also at the ABAs after he defected, and was sat there watching him fight Harvey Horn, gym mate, sparring partner, rival.
Yeah.
Couldn't really consider him that anymore. And sorry to him as well, but I thought Thomas won that fight as well. So I saw, you know, Thomas from a young age as a fan of amateur boxing. Then I followed his career in the pros. I always would know who's fighting who, and he would always take fights way above his weight, short notice against good fighters, and he was always get stuck in. And if I'm perfectly honest, at times, because how I feel about boxing and boxers, at times it's, without being too dramatic, it's heartbreaking really. Someone that's made the sacrifices and achieved the accolades and gone to is a 2 times Olympian, has now won, what, 4, 5, 6 titles as a professional boxer. Boxing would look different for Thomas if he was, you know, look like me, or from a different place of the world.
It's obviously an Olympic year. You 2-time Olympian. What would life be like for you if it wasn't for boxing?
Boxing, be honest, boxing is everything for me. Boxing is I'm glad to talk about boxing. It's only that I can talk because I know boxing since I was 16. Before I never knew about boxing. You know, like I came from where till TV stuff like that is not. I didn't know nothing about boxing. The first time I knew about boxing is the one I told you. I saw the guys. The first time I saw gloves, I was 16. From the day I joined the gym, it was like a enter and a new war where people are family, you know, like, because in the middle is like a family place, you know what I mean? So since I joined the boxing, for me is like everything I know in my life now is about boxing. People think boxing is dangerous. Of course, boxing is dangerous, but if you learn, if you have a good basic, it is not so it's not dangerous like people think. For me, I think football is more dangerous than boxing, because every time I play, it's difficult to play, like example, football, and then come home, you know, have a small thing in your, you know, boxing, you can finish fight. Of course, you're gonna feel like small pain in your body, but it's not that bad. So boxing for me is everything.
Is there going to be any part of you on fight night that just allows yourself to sit back and just think, do you know what? I've done my bit now. May the best man win. I just want to watch a good fight.
Yeah, for real. Like, and it's the opportunity for both fighters. And what is crazy, yeah, like the biggest reaction I've got to this fight, more of a negative one, is, oh, you're choosing money over blood and how are you doing that to your brother? But the funniest thing is, I have never, okay, 1 fight, 2 fight, 3 fight, I think this will be the 5th fight I've been with Thomas. I've never taken a penny off him. If anything, his last fight, to get him in the home corner and to get him in Sheffield, in the arena, just 2 minutes of a stone throw over there, came out of my pocket. I paid for that fight. So to deliver to this, to clear up a mandatory, to even get my brother in the ring, it's cost me thousands. And I didn't take anything on time at one. And guess what? When he gets out of the ring, because for me, Thomas Essomba is an Olympic hero that should have been championed and should have been matched and protected in a whole different way and had a whole different career, I will never take a penny off him.
He says he's viciously going to rip the title from you.
You know, it's good to say, but when you're in the ring, it's a different, isn't it? For me, I respect him. He's a former world champion, which I respect.
Charlie taking this fight, is it too big a risk? Do you think Charlie's maybe in order to try and get back to those big nights that you mentioned, do you think he has to win this?
For his career, I think he has to, but you have to win every fight. Like,
True.
No one ever wants to start speaking about their career after losing, you know what I mean? It's a harder spot you got less leverage, more negative emotions, more random constructive feedback from people that have never stepped foot in the gym, you know what I mean? It's like, of course, every fight is, would I say pressure? I think my brother's relishing it a little bit. I think just having the attention on him again, I'll be real, I think it's probably been a little bit hard for him, just, you know, him as a person. Not that he's not happy for me, but having to be sort of sidelined for the couple of years that I was kind of really sort of making my resurgence has probably been a little bit frustrating for him at times. I get it, as the bigger brother, me being the little one, I've always been in my brother's shadow. So the moment I stepped out of it, it's a new scenario, I guess. But nah, I don't think it's too much pressure. If anything, I think Charlie's really relishing, you know, trying to get everyone to watch it. I think he's very confident. I don't know if he's reading too much into Thomas's last fight. You know, Thomas absolutely battered the kid for the first 7 rounds. The kid didn't throw a shot really, and then now Thomas was tired. The kid started letting hands go in the last 5 rounds, and it made it close on the scorecards. But I was never worried that Thomas didn't win because it was mathematically impossible unless he got put down for me. But yeah, Charlie's buying into that a lot, and you know, I know Charlie's denying it. He tries calling me a liar. I know, and which he knows I hate because I'm not one. I grew up as lied about everything, and then I got to a stage of who and why am I lying? Do you know what I mean? I'll tell someone an uncomfortable truth, but at some point I can recall Charlie. He had more options these times, but he got offered Essomba, and his response was, "He don't bring him nothing but hard fight." That was years ago now. Maybe he's seen a few, you know, cracks and a few drop in his form, and now maybe he's thinking that Thomas is there for the taking, and that's why he's taking him. But at the same time, I think also Charlie's got the eye of the tiger back a little bit. I feel like for the first time in probably about 4 or 5 years, my brother genuinely enjoys boxing again, I would say. I think after being a world champion, and like, I think his priorities just changed a little bit, and what he was there for changed a bit. And I think having the actual physical act of fighting taken away from you and not being able to like showcase your talent and your hard work of all your life, you know, I've had that when I was younger. Charlie had it when he was older. Now I think he's just really trying to get back in. I'll be real.
I know he's fit. He's fast. He can dance also. He can dance also. Yeah, he have stuff I know everyone can have if you work on it. Understand? So, what I just want to be fit. I want to be 100% that day to show the people that it's my time.
Come fight night, you're gonna see me very well dressed, smiling. Making it all about me, to be honest. I think that's how I'm gonna get Charlie. You know, like when I announced that I was signed with Matchroom and Medihan, my brother stole that 6 minutes, he put out a public call out to me. So I think I might just take over his fight week. I'll be wrong.
What's your prediction for Fight Night, Thomas?
Thomas and still.
Thank you very much.
Thomas and still.
We look forward to seeing it. All the very best, Thomas Essomba.
Thank you.